Here's a question for you. What if the entire world was fully surrendered to God? Can you imagine that for a moment? How different would our world be? Imagine a world without hatred or pride or jealousy or mistreatment or prejudice or deception or sickness or sadness or poverty or any of the other kind of ills that we see in our sinful, broken world. Can you imagine what our world would be like if none of that kind of stuff existed? It would be an amazing thing. And there is a place where none of that stuff exists. That place is called heaven. We're on earth and God is in heaven. And heaven is a place of health. It's a place of holiness. It's a place of wholeness. It is a perfect place. It is a place of justice. It is a place of joy. There's no sickness. There's no sorrow. There's no pain. There's no sin in heaven. And the question is, why do we find none of these things in heaven? Why do we only find in heaven these points of health and wholeness and perfection and justice and joy and health and all this stuff that we just talked about? Why is heaven this kind of place? It's not just because God is there. It's because, yes, God is there, but it's also because God rules there. He's in charge there. Everything, all the angelic beings, every aspect of heaven is completely subject to the rule of God, His authority, His will. That's why heaven is such a good place, because God is good and His good rule rules heaven. And so none of the bad things that we see on earth exist in heaven, because God's rule, God's will, God's kingdom is fully established in heaven. That's what makes it such a wonderful place, because everywhere God rules, good rules.